Look at the skyline of any major city, and you see capital stacked vertically. Investors pour hundreds of millions of dollars into steel, glass, and complex engineering to squeeze returns out of high-rise commercial towers and luxury apartments. But right at the base of those monuments to modern finance, sitting quietly in the shadows, are flat, empty slabs of asphalt. Operating a traditional building is an endless war of attrition. You are managing tenant disputes, replacing aging HVAC systems, fixing burst plumbing, and funding massive interior renovations to stay competitive. To see the contrast, look at this chart comparing net operating income, or the profit remaining after basic operating expenses. Traditional apartments and office buildings generally hover around a 30 to 40% margin, but a well-managed surface parking lot operates at a 60 to 70% margin. It has no roof to leak, no carpets to clean, and almost zero vertical maintenance. When positioned in the center of high urban demand, a patch of dirt and a few buckets of bright yellow paint create a hyper-efficient financial machine that routinely outperforms luxury development. In 2008, the city of Chicago was staring down a massive budget deficit. Desperate for a quick cash injection, city officials leased the rights to their 36,000 parking meters to a private investment group for $1.15 billion. This timeline graph tracks the return on that investment, and it exposes a catastrophic mathematical error by the city. By year 17, investors collected enough to recover their $1.15 billion, plus $500 million in profit. But they signed a 75-year lease, holding 6 decades of guaranteed revenue. The Chicago deal signaled to Wall Street that charging vehicles for land access is a mathematically bulletproof, inflation-hedged monopoly. To understand how this empire was built, we have to look back to 1952. A railway employee named Monroe Carroll noticed that his company owned empty pockets of dirt scattered across downtown Nashville. He started leasing that underutilized land and charging people to park on it. 4 years later, the Federal Highway Act of 1956 triggered a nationwide construction boom. Massive new freeways carved straight into city centers, funneling millions of newly purchased automobiles into downtown cores that had absolutely nowhere to store them. Local governments panicked. To cope with the influx of cars, they enacted strict parking minimums. These laws forced developers to dedicate vast stretches of land to car storage, making it difficult to build commercial or residential properties without a massive asphalt footprint. Early parking operators didn't have to spend a dime generating demand for their product. Government zoning laws had stepped in and artificially engineered a legally mandated captive customer base for them. Today, that captive industry is split into 2 very different asset classes, each with its own financial math: the multi-level structured garage and the flat surface lot. Building a vertical garage introduces a massive barrier to entry. You are paying for heavy concrete reinforcement, drainage systems, elevators, and industrial lighting. Industry data puts the median construction cost of a single structured parking space at nearly $28,000. A surface lot bypasses all of that overhead. You buy the dirt, pour a layer of asphalt for a few dollars a square foot, and begin collecting cash immediately. Real estate developers call this a covered land play. This graphic breaks down the mechanics of that strategy. You have basic holding costs like property taxes and insurance on a highly valuable piece of urban land. The daily revenue from parking cars easily cancels out those holding costs and leaves a profit. In a dense central business district, a single painted space can generate between $1,000 and $10,000 a year. The owner gets paid a steady cash yield to wait while the value of the dirt underneath them appreciates, until a developer eventually buys them out to build a skyscraper. To optimize this further, institutional landowners use triple net or NNN leases. They hand the entire property over to a national third-party parking operator who absorbs all staffing, maintenance, and insurance costs, turning the lot into a pure, passive income stream. For decades, the only real threat to this business model was the human element. Relying on cash transactions and physical attendance resulted in massive revenue leakage through mismanagement and outright theft. Modern technology has erased that vulnerability. Today, license plate recognition cameras scan every vehicle the moment it crosses the property line. Drivers pay through mobile apps or automated kiosks, allowing operators to drop their highest remaining expense, human labor, down to zero. But as this graph demonstrates, the true prize of automation is dynamic pricing. The software monitors live supply and demand. If a lot near a stadium hits 85% occupancy on game day, the algorithm automatically triggers a surge, doubling or tripling the hourly rate. This shift toward automation replaces human error with a ruthlessly optimized algorithm, allowing operators to extract maximum yield from every available square foot. This high-margin model of renting raw space is now aggressively expanding beyond commuter cars. Institutional investors have poured capital into a $200 billion asset class known as industrial outdoor storage. E-commerce giants and heavy construction firms face a critical bottleneck. They desperately need secure, urban-adjacent land to stage their delivery fleets and equipment overnight, and strict zoning laws make those simple gravel yards incredibly scarce. At the same time, traditional consumer parking lots are diversifying their revenue streams. Operators are leasing out corners of their asphalt for electric vehicle charging hubs, erecting solar canopies to sell power back to the grid, and hosting delivery-only ghost kitchens. These surface lots have become active logistics nodes, generating revenue from multiple streams while serving as critical staging points for urban delivery fleets. The real estate market constantly obsesses over architectural marvels and cutting-edge commercial towers. Yet some of the most resilient, predictable wealth in the world is generated simply by leasing out space by the hour. It requires nothing more than flat pavement and a few painted lines, but it operates with a mathematical efficiency that few other industries can match. In the right location, this bare asphalt functions as a perfectly engineered, localized monopoly, hiding right in plain sight.